The time has come to tell you all something very personal. I keep my ear to the ground and I hear everything everybody says. And for the past year and a half, the words pipe bomb have been completely misunderstood and misused. Doesn't seem anybody in the universe understands what it means. Anybody in this company doesn't understand what a pipe bomb is. Basically, what a pipe bomb is in its truest form is the truth. It's honesty. You boil it down, and then the essence of a pipe bomb is exactly what all of you lack. Honesty. Seems the perception of me is somebody who is a little disgruntled and sat down on a stage in Las Vegas and aired his grievances and said, pipe bomb, I became the voice of the voiceless. And then maybe my ego was like a runaway train and I suddenly bitched and moaned and complained about respect and how I didn't get enough of it. And then I turned my back on the people. Well, that's a lie. Don't be mistaken. I meant everything I said when I said it, except the part about ice cream, because I look out here and the last thing any of you people need is more bars of ice cream. But I was shortchanged and I was disrespected, and sure, I could have just swallowed that bitter pill and accepted my position in the company like everybody else in the back, or I could have left. Instead, I made a conscious decision and I sold out. To you! To you, I sold out. To me, I cashed in. See, because I created this persona, this rebel, this anti-hero that you all love to cheer for, because I knew that you all love to cheer for your superheroes. Because here's the truth about Las Vegas. Here's the truth about the WWE, is that it doesn't matter if you're the best wrestler. It doesn't matter if you're the best talker. It doesn't matter if you're the best overall performer. It doesn't matter if you make the two clowns sitting on my left on commentary look like amateur hour. There is a glass ceiling, and nobody is allowed to break it. That's the simple story of this place. The more popular you are, the more money you make. The more you people cheer for any given superstar, the more opportunities you're afforded. Why do you think a guy like John Cena, who has admittedly has had the worst year of his career, gets title shot after title shot after title shot after title shot? Or why a lethal grappler, why a serious submission specialist like Daniel Bryan puts a smile on his face and saddles himself, belittles himself with catchphrases? Or why a 400-pound monster, Brodus Clay, soils his hands by touching your filthy, ugly little children to get the ring so he can shuck and jive for you? Or why an invisible child, Little Jimmy, is better positioned on the flagship show Monday Night Raw than a workhorse like Tyson Kidd? Look at them, they're doing it now. You're doing it now! You're falling for everything I say. You're playing into my hands, but this is the way it is, and this is the way you want it, because this is the way you handle it. It's easy. It's saccharine. It's simple to digest, because you people can't handle anything complicated. You people can't stomach anything interesting. This is the way it's been since the beginning of time. We're all here in the circus to entertain you. And nobody's ever been able to attain a modicum of success without you. Except for now. Until I showed up. I've become the most successful WWE champion of all time, not of the modern era. No, that's another little buzzword that somebody backstage wants you to say. They probably want to put it on a t-shirt. But that's the way you get noticed. You don't get noticed until you start to move a couple t-shirts around here. If I competed in Bruno Sammartino's era, I'd have been champion for 20 years too. No, I'd have been champion for 30 years. Because wrestling one night a month in Madison Square Garden is easy. You never see a Hulk Hogan wrestle TLC matches against a superstar like Ryback, because he had it easy. I wrestle physically demanding matches on free television, week in and week out, so much that my 1 year equals 30 of theirs. And I have attained this success not because of you. I am successful not because of you. I am successful in spite of you. Now, I'm the most honest man in this building. I'm the most honest man in the company, because everybody else has got the same old tired crybaby story. They'll come out here and they'll say, I do it for the people. I do it for all of you. Let's hear it for Tampa, Florida. Here's some honesty. I watched Roddy Piper smash a coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head, and I sure as hell didn't say, golly gee, I can't wait to go electrify the people of Tampa Bay, Florida. No! Because I don't care about the people of Tampa Bay, Florida. There's good guys and there's bad guys in this world, and make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, I am a bad man, and I can freely admit it. But Ric Flair will come out here and he'll cry his 182-year eyes out and say, oh, I did it for all of you. Now they're wooing. Shawn Michaels can come out here and lose his smile and find his smile, but then in a tearful Hall of Fame speech, he'll say that his entire career was just to gain your acceptance. Then a man like Edge is forced to retire, and he'll say that he misses competing for people like you. Now these people, these men, are either weak or they're dishonest and they're liars. It's either one or the other. But I am neither weak or dishonest. I'm the best in the world. Two types of people on this earth, those born to be in the spotlight and those born to pay to see the people in the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, there's winners and losers. Guess which one you are? You are born to pay to see champions like me. It's not the other way around. And I'll be the first guy to come out here and admit it. I'm honest. I have never, ever done any of this for you. There's superstars and there's nobodies. I am a superstar. You are all nobodies. And I'm a real superstar. Those real superstars, hell, if they're your friends, why don't they come out here and give you the millions and millions of dollars that they earn? Why don't they line your pockets? Because that's not your position on earth. I'm being told that we have to take a commercial break. I'm not done. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to everybody in the truck. We don't go to break when you want to go to break. We go to break when the champ wants to go to break. Listen up and understand something, because The Rock's going to come out here and he's going to talk a whole lot. But I will now tell you the most important thing you're going to hear tonight. You do not matter. You do not matter. You do not matter. None of you matter. What you want doesn't matter. Do. Commercial break.
Everyone else was doing it. I didn't think it would hurt to try. I never thought I'd become addicted to Monday Night Jericho. I never imagined that I, like millions of others, would become a Jerichoholic.
Turn off the lights, I'm filming a commercial, you're ruining everything, stop the camera! Get your Jerichoholics Anonymous t-shirt for only $20. Call 1-800-WCW-8661 or write to the address on your screen. I'm filming a commercial here, stop it! Do. Commercial break. So I stand here on the first Raw of 2013, your WWE champion, and I promise you, in 1 year's time, I will stand in this ring on the first Raw of 2014, still your WWE champion. What fuels me is your constant disappointment in your self-appointed superheroes to be able to drag this title away from me. And now The Rock has come back, but it's not going to change the fact that I'm the WWE champion, and I'm not going to let The Rock tear down everything I fought so hard to attain. No, not at all. You know, in 2011, when I defeated Alberto Del Rio for this title at Madison Square Garden, I didn't just beat Alberto Del Rio, I beat the system. And every time after that, when I beat one of your superheroes, and I don't care if it was John Cena, Ryback, Chris Jericho, Kane, Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, any of the litany of superstars that I've defeated, I wasn't just beating them. I was beating all of you. And for 414 days, that's exactly what I've done. In your face, jerks. I have beaten you. I have stomped you out under my oppressive boot. And I'm going to do the same thing to The Rock because I don't care if he's back. You all do not get to win. You are losers. You do not get to win. You do not. The Rock had to hear it all. The Rock wanted to wait until you said everything you had to say so that The Rock knew exactly the kind of man he's dealing with at the Royal Rumble. And now it's become crystal clear to The Rock. You are straight up delusional. You keep mentioning that number, 414, 414 days, you've been WWE champion. That's incredible. Incredible. The real number, it ain't 414, Jack. The real number that haunts your dreams is 20. 20 excuses running around your mind right now. 20 hairs standing up on your straight edge scrotum because you know in 20 days you're going to be defending the WWE Championship against The Rock, which means in 20 days you know, The Rock knows, they know. In 20 days, time's up. You wanted change. You wanted a revolution. You said that when you became WWE Champion that you rejected the people. No. The people rejected you. You talked about change. You couldn't do it. You talked about revolution. You couldn't do it. You came out and you promised everybody ice cream bars. Ice cream bars for everybody. And you couldn't even do that. You couldn't provide ice cream if the Dairy Queen car fell and Cookie Puss drove an ice cream truck straight up your ass. I want you to listen to something. Listen to something, punk. Listen. That's voices. Voices. You claim to be the voice of the voiceless, but that's a bunch of hot garbage, because here in the WWE universe, there ain't no such thing as the voiceless. They have voices, and they love to use their voice. They use it every single night. Every night they use their voice. As a matter of fact, they know something special is getting ready to happen right now. They're going to use their voice. They're going to chant the loudest chant you have ever heard. They're going to chant something that is going to follow you for the rest of your life. They're not going to chant respect. They're not going to chant best in the world. They're going to chant exactly what you are. In 3 seconds, they're going to chant, Cookie Puss, Cookie Puss. Be the puppets that you are. Who got you chanting about ice cream the same way I did a year and a half ago? Congratulations. They still don't get to win. You don't get to win. They don't get to win. They don't get to win. Oh, they've already won. They've already won. See, that's something you fail to realize. They've already won. They won the moment The Rock woke up this morning at 4 a.m. The Rock woke up this morning at 4 a.m. He sat on his early morning tweet to the world. And then The Rock ate his famous pancakes. And then The Rock went to the gym, clanging and banging and clanging and banging. And then The Rock got in his pickup truck and he drove right up I-75, right through Alligator Alley. Right through Alligator Alley, so that The Rock can stand right here in the middle of this ring, in front of you, in front of them, in front of the world, and proudly say, finally, The Rock has come back to Tampa. You see, punk, it's not just that The Rock is back. No, it's why The Rock is back. Here's why The Rock is back. For 3 reasons. The Rock is back to entertain them. The Rock is back to stop you. And after 10 long years, The Rock is back to win that. The Rock has watched the show. Every Monday Night Raw, watching you. You're deceiving. You're backpedaling. You're lying. The Rock would just sit at the TV and watch. He'd scream at the TV and go, "Good God Almighty, somebody tell this man that they respect him," just so he would shut his punk ass up. And while you're at it, someone show this man a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? Because a man who claims he's straight edge is running around here looking like Popeye on crack. Look at you, punk guy, the crackhead. All you need right now is a little thing in your mouth, a little toot toot. CM Punk. CM Punk, you have one of the most creative and innovative minds in the history of the WWE. The Rock knows it. You failed to use it. You became WWE champion, and you also became the biggest jerk the world has ever seen. The Rock can look at you in the eye and tell you this with all passion and with all heart. When The Rock is here, don't you ever say the people don't matter. They matter. They've always mattered. You're the one that doesn't matter. Oh, I matter. I'm the most successful. It doesn't matter if you matter. The only thing that matters is that you understand, you get it through your straight edge head, that at the Royal Rumble, there ain't no way. And The Rock means no way you're gonna stop The Rock from becoming WWE champion. Unlike a lot of people, I'm glad you're back. I don't care what your schedule is. I don't care if you work here 16 days a year, 365 days a year. You could be Santa Claus and have his schedule 1 day a year. I'd still kick your ass. I don't care how many movies you film every year. I know how hard that schedule probably is. But every time you come back, whenever you decide to grace us with your presence, I'm going to kick your ass. Because this isn't Candyland. I'm like nobody you've ever faced before. And you can make fun of the color of my t-shirt, and you can talk about pie, and you can sing songs, and you can rhyme, and do your tired, lame-ass shtick. I just want you to know that come Royal Rumble, and you have about 3 weeks to realize this, I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm the best in the world. I'm the best thing going today. I'm the best guy you've ever stepped foot in the ring with. And you need to understand, congratulations, Rock. You just graduated from the kiddie table. But you just bit off more than you can chew. You're playing Little League with your little insults and your rhymes and your millions and millions and your finalies. And I'm in the big leagues, swinging for the fence. You need to understand that your little jabs and your insults, it's all kid and games. You can't leave a mark on the champ's face. Come Royal Rumble, understand, when you step in the ring, your arms are just too short to box with God. You may think that The Rock is boxing with God, but The Rock knows for a fact you're going one-on-one with the Great One. Don't you think for one single solitary second that The Rock doesn't know how bad you are, how dangerous you are, how tough you are? The Rock knows that. 414 days. The Rock knows the last time we were in the middle of this ring, you hit The Rock with a GTS and you knocked him out cold. Cold as a block of ice. The Rock didn't forget it. You hurt The Rock. You embarrassed The Rock. He said it before. He'll say it again. In 20 days, time's up. But here's the thing. This is what The Rock wants you to do from now till then. The Rock wants you to go home and think about the next 20 days. As a matter of fact, The Rock wants you to go home and look in the mirror. As a matter of fact, The Rock wants you to go home, look in the mirror, and strip naked. That's what The Rock wants you to do. Go ahead and look at yourself. Don't concentrate on your cookie puss. Turn around and look at your backside. Turn around, look at your backside, and let's try and find a small space on this body that's not covered in ugly tattoos. Because The Rock wants you to get 2 more tattoos. Some more tattoos. Here's the thing. Go ahead, on your left butt cheek, The Rock wants you to get a tattoo of a big fat M&M. And then add a Snickers, a Milky Way, a Mounds. You can't have an Almond Joy because unlike you, Almond Joys actually have nuts. And then on your right butt cheek, this is what The Rock wants you to do. The Rock wants you to get a tattoo of The Rock's size 15 shoe, so you will have a lifetime reminder of how badly The Rock is going to kick your candy ass at Royal Rumble. And I'm spent. That's a twofer because of the commercial break I threw in. So, I'll do one final one that's not really related, just something I've always wanted to do. And you'll understand why probably tomorrow, or whatever. I don't think I even understand why I did this. Whew. They say wrestling's a young man's game. Wrestling promos might be as well.